everyone, I have a super fun project that I am going to be working on today for Elle's studio. It will be up on their blog and I will leave a link in the description, but I had these two fun photos that I took of myself in August for the Thursday 3 project, and when I saw the colors of the June kit, I knew they went perfectly with these photos. It just worked so perfectly. And then I saw the die cuts and I knew that I wanted to do something with these 3 die cuts and some sort of design. The die cut hexagons and my photos had a lot of movement, so I decided to trace the hexagons on some journaling cards and some paper, and I'm going to cut out a bunch of those and lay them across, because like I said, it will add a lot of movement and it'll be a fun, different way to use the kit. My inspiration was the die cuts, so it's going to be really fun to put this together, and I'll stamp some images on there, and yeah, it should be fun. Let's get started. So these are my main papers that I will be using to trace, and I also have 2 journaling cards. And I didn't leave a lot of the tracing in the video. I took most of it out. I didn't think you'd want to see that. So I'm just tracing those, and then I will cut them out. And all the papers are from A Beautiful Day. So my next step is to do something a little different. I knew that since I was going for a layout full of movement, I was going to try to add some paint. I thought it went with my hair, the theme of my hair, what I did with my hair, but just like the circle cutter, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I was trying to use a straw. I thought that would be fun. That didn't work. It kind of worked, but kind of not. And so then now I'm just flicking a brush just to see what I can get. And it's kind of working, kind of not. I don't know. It's doing what I want it to do. So I guess that's the main goal here. Just trying different ways to flick the paint. And I have purple, green, and blue, as you can see. And I'm just kind of creating a diagonal, I guess. I'm creating the line of where I want my spread to go. So I'm going to use the straw again just to make little like half circle shapes and thicker blobs of paint. So I'm just drawing that out. So much fun to try this, painting and getting paint everywhere. I even got a little piece on one of my main photos, but as you can see in the top left, but I'll be able to cover that up. I'm loving this, so much fun. Now I'm going to add some stamped phrases to the background. I don't know if these are going to show up once I put everything together, but I just wanted to add them just in case. So I'm going to focus mainly on the hearts, sunshine on my mind, and fun documented. I had a lot of fun creating this background, and I may do something like this again. Sorry this got blurry. I don't know what was going on. Having so much fun that I just was not paying attention. And I think I was having so much fun because later on you'll see that I had this spread kind of off camera. Having way too much fun making this because I don't use paint that often, and I don't do wild things like paint. So I put my photos, one at the top left and one at the bottom right, and then I have that label, "This was so good." I think I'd stamped that from a different project, didn't use it. So that's going to cover up the paint splotch. And now I'm just kind of working on placing my hexagons that I have cut out, trying to place them so you still see a little bit of the splattering or stamped images in the background. And I'm also going to include the 3 die cuts that you saw at the beginning. Just trying to figure out where I want them. And I'll also have a few white cardstock hexagons as well. So I have those blues, and then like I said, 2 of them are actually journaling cards. The thick navy hexagon is from a 4x6 journaling card, and then the grid light green is from a journaling card as well. So that's a good way to repurpose your journaling cards if you're not going to use them in the way that they're intended, I guess. So there we go. I'm just placing them down. Once I figured out where I want them, I'm going to place them down. And I didn't necessarily, if they had a pattern, like the blue one and then the dark green, I didn't place them the same way as the other one, if that makes sense. So you can see the dark green ones, they are facing 2 different directions. Now I'm going to put that label down, make sure I adhere it, And I also am going to use some summertime puffy stickers, the hollow hearts. That's what I call them. But hollow hearts doesn't sound very happy. Now I'm going to stamp on my hexagons. I'm going to stamp Sunshine on My Mind, and I'm just going to do it like off-centered. I'm not going to have it right in the middle. That way it looks like the text is moving across. So I lay it on the white cardstock, and I don't like how it just lays there and you can barely see it. So I ink the edges, that way you can see it a little bit more. That is much better. I like that a lot better. Now I'm going to do another white hexagon with Fun Documented, and I'll make sure that the text is spread out. So that way it looks like you took it from an actual like book and a piece of the paper, and it's not all right in the middle, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to ink that as well. And then I stamp Currently on one of the hexagons, and I really liked that, but then I didn't notice later on that I used a Currently die cut, but that's okay. Currently. It's very current. My layout's very current. So now I am just trying to figure out what phrase I can add to the small green die cut and a green label die cut. And I decide on staying cool because it was late summer, I was ready for fall, and I figured that phrase went best. See, there's that Currently die cut. Oh, and my kitty! I left him in there. He's so cute. Tango came and said hi to me, so I had to leave him in the video. And I was going to put Thursday on the right side, but since we don't read right to left, I had to do it left. It was going to bug me. So I moved Thursday to the left, and then 3 is to the right. And I thought about adding some acrylics by the 3, but I didn't like it. I felt like it took away from my main photos and just kind of took away from it, didn't add much. So now I'm going to add some of the Magical Memories confetti. I'm going with the asterisks and the stars and just scattering those along my line. And this spread was so much fun to make. I spent like all afternoon on it and it was so much fun. Splattering the paint, making the hexagons, so much fun. And I loved taking these photos too. Sometimes it's good to play dress up, even if you're a grown up. Love how the Thursday 3 project helps me to document myself in different ways. I forgot to add some journaling in the middle, so that's what you just saw. Here's the story card with a strip of paper. I just grabbed that and some puffy stickers and a heart, and I will put that in the middle of the Traveler's Notebook spread. And then that will complete this spread. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I would love